is a response to a video that was about atheists getting wrath. Um, First of all, I take issue with the word wrath being used here because I don't know about anyone else, but it didn't seem very wrathful to me. Like, it seemed like vague and mild irritation. Maybe a little bit touchier when it got to his grandparents, but that didn't seem like wrath. I've seen wrath. I've felt wrath. That didn't seem like wrath to me. Maybe my idea of wrath is a little overblown, but it doesn't even matter. Um, okay. Atheists get your wrath today. Um, I'm kind of glad that you expressed your feelings about this. I enjoyed your distinction between irresponsible atheists and responsible atheists, irresponsible this, whatever. It reminds me of ants. In an ant colony, if one of the ants just walks off and starts, eating bits of sugar and playing with a leaf all day, doesn't do their assigned duties, doesn't get things done, that seems irresponsible because they have a responsibility to their collective, their consummate whole, especially in things like army ants and driver ants, termites even. But how do I express this? But human beings are different. I think you, like many other people, probably including myself, have these very loaded magical words that we use, like responsible, like that you just put so much evil into irresponsibility and so much, like responsible in yours. It's kind of just playing a semantics game. I can see how you would use those as useful terms, though. So, what the fuck? So you don't like irresponsible people, and atheists happen to piss you off because they said a few things that were true. Delusion is delusion. Science has brought us to many, 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 many places. Science is now starting to bring us to the stars, although our world governments are very resistant to this idea because it's expensive. They could be spending it on wars, and why not? Wars are, so much more fun than space travel. I don't understand it, but they got their own concerns. They want to build roads and spin the wheels of bureaucracy, so on and so forth. So I'm irritated about that. I want to go to space. I want the human race to expand its borders. Although we'll do it after the singularity, another magic loaded word. After we at least or get closer to that event horizon, it'll be a lot easier because we'll have the technology. We'll have, oh my God, will we have the technology, and I'm sure we'll have the intellect. So we already have the intellect to go to the stars. So I couldn't even imagine what we're gonna do later. Maybe some of the stuff Gary talks about, like getting into the quantum realm, leaving the middle-sized realm. But that's not really what I'm addressing. I do want to say that your parents seem to be very good people, but their beliefs were irrational. I'm not poking fun at your grandparents. I honestly can respect people like that, responsible members of the consummate whole ant colony, people that do what they're supposed to do and keep their head down. But I can't respect their intellect on the sort of rational level that I could for a person that was maintained their state of ignorance that they have been in since they were born. You're born an atheist. You have no other choice. You were born with no belief. Like, your brain is mush. Your neural network picks things up as it goes. And if you were never introduced to the viral idea of religion, you would either invent your own, which is it was slim to none that you would even consider it, or you would just hold your base awe and want to understand and curiosity about why. I think religion stunts that. I think religion stubs the toe of curiosity. I also think it's an easy way out. It's a competing theory with things in science that are backed up, that you have to give reasons for, that you have to that you give people reasons to believe in. Like, they don't even have to believe in them. It's just a theory, and it's used, and it's useful. Just saying, oh, God did it, is utterly useless. Any morality that you have, it should be derived out of reality. I cannot respect a person that can either be fed bullshit and accept it for no reason, because there's no reason to believe in it. I mean, it's a little bit comforting. The universe doesn't give a shit what we do. That seems very apparent. The universe as a whole it either isn't conscious, or it doesn't know we're here, or it doesn't consider us, and it doesn't give a shit. At this point, it doesn't give a shit. Or it feels this massive love and it can't do anything, but there's absolutely no evidence of that. So we're in a universe that we cannot rely on to help us. Why are we making up imaginary floating men in the sky? Call it Zeus, call it Marduk, call it fucking Joseph Smith, call it Muhammad, call it Jesus, call it John, call it Brahman, call it Shiva, call it, Ra. Who gives a shit? It's all bullshit. It's just garbage. You're making something up. And I don't respect lying to people. I don't respect propagating lies. People that are missionaries, they take something that they know isn't true. And if you don't know it's true, you're delusional. So they're either delusional or they're liars, and they're running around spreading this viral idea. It's just they're ideas that have a hard copy that they use and propagate in certain ways. They pick out the ones that are effective. It's evolution being applied, not natural selection. It's evolution of religion, because the ones that survive and are effective to infecting other people's minds work better. It's not that they're like more true because they have more believers. It's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Popularity doesn't compare at all to truth. If you look at art forms, for instance, what forms seem to hold some sort of real truth, and a lot of the very shallow, empty, filled with breasts and close-up shots of crotches, guys doing this, holding, it's pointless. I mean, I can enjoy it, but it doesn't hold any, there's no truth there. Popularity is not a good measurement of what's useful or valid. Or true, especially true. Truth is based on reality. That's it. There is no other measurement for what is true. Now, it's kind of subjective when it comes to a person, because you can, as of right now, we have no way of getting into a person's mind and knowing whether they're, truly sincere, whether what they really believe, what they really feel. I mean, there's indicators, but you can't really get in there. So, we live in an objective universe that doesn't care about us. So where does this leave us? I mean, we're stuck having to care about each other. You know what? Your grandparents, they seem very noble people. And I just wish all the energy they invested in religion, in praying, they would have spent helping people. And I'm sure they did help people. But, I don't know, maybe just... Whoa, that doesn't show up on camera. My stomach just growled. I hope that people spend this energy into something useful instead of just pissing off a bridge. You're just wasting resources and wasting time. And it could get to the point where we might not have much left. Religion is one of the few things in this world, or rather, one of the many things that might eventually end us. Like, there's like nuclear war, meteors, supernovas, quasars, fucking... there are quite a few things that could totally end us. Disease, famine, experiments gone bad. Religion causing a global war. A war to end all wars. Religious fanaticism, the Armageddon. Anyways, this is me. I just wanted to say hello. And bring something to the table in this debate. So, I can see where you're talking about responsible. I think everyone should be responsible, but I can't say I respect delusions. I can respect deluded people because they're people, and I think they deserve love too. I'm sure I have my delusions. My biggest delusion is that when I listen to foreign music that I don't understand, I like to pretend. And this is an aware pretending, so I'm not sure if it's probably not a delusion, but I like to pretend that the words are so beautiful that I can't understand them. they're so beautiful that I couldn't understand them ever. Really, they could be singing about ham sandwiches and I wouldn't know. But I don't know. It's just pretend. Have a good night. Peace out. Fuck off. And see you later.
He's longing for the singularity. His brain to microchips will tethered be. He loved his dear deceased Bunny Harvey. He's met the aborted soul. He's met the aborted soul.